So today, when a woman is pregnant, she will think about that name that the child is going to have for often a very long time, sometimes even well before she knew she was pregnant. Well, back in Jesus' day, they would often not give a name to a baby until the baby was 8 days old. That was the tradition. They would have the name picked out, but they would not give the name until the baby was 8 days old. And that's what happens here. On the eighth day, they came to circumcise the child, and they were going to name him after his father Zechariah. But his mother spoke up and said, "No, he is to be called John." They said to her, "There's no one among your relatives who has that name." Now, it was tradition at that point that you would keep names inside the family. You would have family names. And there was no one named John. And somehow Elizabeth knew that this was the name she was supposed to give the son. I don't know how. Did Zechariah write it out to her? Did an angel appear to her? Was it some other way that God made it clear to her that this kid's name was supposed to be John? I don't know. But I know this. Elizabeth wasn't insisting that his name be John because, oh, it's such a pretty name. No. It was because God had been so good to her. She wanted to respond by obeying God. Look how good God has been to me. I'm pregnant in my old age, and God wants me to name the child John? Of course. Of course. It was a response to God's goodness.